everybody, it's Bunny, and today we are in my kitchen for once. I'll wait. Oh, that's right. It's 3 a.m., so it's only gonna ding 3 times. Let's try this again, shall we? Hey everybody, it's Bunny, and I am coming to you guys live today from my kitchen, a room that you guys don't see often. I have to admit, I'm not much of a cookie. We are making cookies today. I am not really like a culinary cooking kind of person. Mostly I'm not very good at it unless I am cooking desserts. In celebration of Super Bowl Sunday, I thought we would recreate one of my all-time favorite snacks in life, which is, can you guess by my outfit today? Can you guess? Can you guess? It's not really so much of an outfit as it is a very snazzy vintage cardigan. $1 from the thrift shop. I love it. I've worn this thing so much. It's kind of like a staple of my wardrobe. Based on my cardigan, it's the ice maker. Do you guys see why I don't film in other rooms? Also the lighting. Today we are going to celebrate snack eating, Super Bowl Sunday, and my favorite decade, which you guys probably already know, is the 90s. So today we are going to be recreating one of the best snacks to ever be manufactured, which was Dunkaroos. And if you live in Canada, you probably remember Dunkaroos because up until January of 2018, they still sold Dunkaroos in Canada. They were a staple of lunchtime snacks. Like if you had a Dunkaroo in your lunchbox, it was like you had gold. So if you've never had a Dunkaroo, they used to be, am I eating my lipstick? This lipstick has glitter. I keep tasting something and it's not Dunkaroos. Let me take you back through time travel. Jump in the DeLorean. If you guys have never had a Dunkaroo, they were these little snack packs and you would open them up and one side would have these little tiny delicious bite-sized cookies and the other side would have frosting with sprinkles. And so you would take the cookies and you would dip it in the frosting and it was very, very, very delicious. Why they stopped making it, the world may never know. I think that they had a couple of different flavors, like sometimes the cookies were cinnamon, sometimes the frosting was chocolate. There were definitely different incantations, but the classic Dunkaroo was kind of a shortbread cookie, and then you had vanilla frosting with rainbow sprinkles. That is the Dunkaroos that I remembered. Also, the mascot was a little wallaby, kangaroo. What's the difference between a wallaby and a kangaroo? I thought that this would be perfect for Super Bowl Sunday in case you guys needed a last minute snack to whip up. It doesn't take much time and it doesn't take many ingredients. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you guys have ever tasted Dunkaroos. Do you love the Dunkaroos? Do you miss the Dunkaroos? The height of their popularity was 1996. Were you born yet? What were you doing? 1996. Is that pre-Spice Girls? Do you even care about the Super Bowl? Honestly, I don't care about the Super Bowl, but I do care about the commercials. And I heard some rumors. I heard that there's gonna be a YouTuber commercial this year. But I also heard that the cheapest ad space was $5 million for 30 seconds. So that would be insane if somebody did it. But if somebody did do it, I predict it was Mr. Beast. Let's just dive right in, or should I say jump in, like a kangaroo. I think his name was Duncan. I think that was the kangaroo's name, Duncan. Anyway, let's dunk in and start making these Dunkaroos. Dunk. Was that a dunk? Dunk. This recipe came from Pinterest, where all things come from. I'm gonna split up the ingredients into the ingredients that you will need for the cookies and then the ingredients that you will need for the frosting. For the cookies, you're gonna need 1 1/4 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of butter, 1/3 cup of light brown sugar, 1 large egg, and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. That's it for the cookies. And for the frosting, you need 1/2 cup of room temperature unsalted butter, 2 cups of confectioner's sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 to 2 tablespoons of whole milk, and 1/2 cup of rainbow sprinkles. But nobody is looking if you dump a little extra rainbow sprinkles in there. I recommend you guys start off by making the cookies first, or at least the cookie dough, because since you are making a homemade dough from scratch, you do have to allow, they say, at least 2 hours of cooling time for your dough in the fridge once you mix it before you roll it. Does it really need to be that cold? I don't know, I'm not a chef, so maybe we should just follow the recipe. To make the cookies in a medium bowl, you want to combine the flour, the baking powder, the baking soda, cinnamon, and salt. I just put this in a mixer, but you want to cream the butter and sugar together on high speed until it's a pale, fluffy looking mixture. So you want to mix it together for about 3 minutes, and then you add in the egg and the vanilla, and you mix it all until it looks nice and combined. Then the next step is to slowly going to add that flour mixture that you combined earlier of the flour, baking powder, baking soda, cinnamon, and salt. Once those dry and wet ingredients are all combined in the mixer, you want to shape the dough into a disc, wrap it with plastic wrap, and pop it in the fridge. And like I said, they do say refrigerate it for at least 2 hours, or you could have prepared this 2 days in advance. But I guess if you're making it for today, probably just the 2 hours. While the cookies are in the fridge chilling, you can go ahead and make the icing. For the icing, you want to beat the butter and the confectioner's sugar until it's light and fluffy, and you want to mix it together for about 2 minutes. And then you're gonna go ahead and add the salt, vanilla, 1 tablespoon of milk, and then beat all of those ingredients together until smooth. When all of those ingredients look nice and fluffy, you want to go ahead and add in those yummy, colorful rainbow sprinkles, and you can either turn your mixer on stir, which is what I did, or you can mix in the sprinkles by hand. That's it for the icing. It is so super easy. Now we are back to the cookies. What you want to do is preheat the oven to 350 degrees and line a cookie sheet with parchment paper. Then you want to bust out like a mat of some kind so that you can start rolling the cookie dough out. Sprinkle the flour on there and take out your dough disc. Then you're going to want to roll out the dough to about 1/8 inch thick. 1/8 inch thick. So pretty thin. Then of course you want to grab a cookie cutter. So I got 2 different options. I had to get a gator, of course, but I also wanted to make some really tiny bite-sized cookies to make it more like an authentic Dunkaroo experience. So for that I got these teeny tiny little frog cookie cutter shape because frogs are like a special thing to Dogman and I. We are going with the reptiles and amphibians today. We got some gators, we got some frogs. Once you roll your dough out to the 1/8 inch thickness, you want to go ahead and start using cookie cutters and start, you know, this action. Punch them out of the dough. Now, this recipe does say that it can make 75 cookies, but that of course is going to depend on what size cookie cutter you use. I definitely did not get 75 cookies since the gator cookies are about the equivalent of 4 of the frogs. So if I had to guess, I probably got more around 25 cookies. Next step is to pop all of the cookies onto your pan, your parchment paper lined pan, and shove them in the oven. Now they say you can cook them for 5 to 7 minutes, and really the the length of the cooking time is kind of up to the type of cookies that you want to eat. So if you like your cookies to be a little bit on the chewier side, cook them only for 5 minutes. But if you want them to be more of a crispy cookie, then cook them for 7 minutes. Bake until the bottoms and the edges of the cookies turn golden brown. Then basically all you have to do is take the cookies out of the oven, set them somewhere for a couple seconds to cool, actually probably a couple of minutes. Don't burn your handsies. And then you just want to plate them or do something cute with them. I have these little bento boxes, and so that's how I set mine up, so that it would be more of kind of a like dipping experience. I feel like if you're gonna use it for like a Super Bowl party or just a party, a birthday party, then you can kind of just leave them out like that, you know, like almost a chips and dip kind of thing. Here are our completed Dunkaroos. I feel like I have to wipe some of this lipstick off before I try this. Otherwise there's gonna be lipstick and cookie and frosting all over my mouth. It's gonna be so messy. How does everyone film with these lamps all the time? Look at this. I just got these. Here is our delightful Dunkaroo setup. We've got some frogs, we've got some gators, delicious looking sprinkly frosting. Now you can see the pantry looming behind me. Look, do you want to see what's in my pantry? I'm getting ready for Halloween. You guys, less than 300 days away. Look at that. Everybody's getting a bucket next year. I have hundreds of buckets up there. I have so many exciting excitements planned for Halloween this year. I'm not even ready. You guys are not ready. Like literally, I've been working on Halloween since last October 31st. All right, you guys, I am so excited to try this. I feel like that looks delicious and messy. I hope that we're gonna get a 10 in flavor, but we might get like a 1 for plating. I'm not sure that this is very elegant. Gosh dang it. My necklace has probably been flipped around the whole dang time. Okay. Ooh, all right, I'm ready. Oh my gosh, okay, so the cookies are like so soft. I definitely only baked mine for 5 minutes because I like very soft, chewy cookies. I'm trying to get a healthy heaping of frosting here. My gosh, you guys, I'm a chef and I didn't know it. I love these little frog cookies. They are so cute. Look at them. I know I should just like be describing the flavor to you guys and not just shoveling another huge glob of frosting in my mouth. Oh my gosh. It's so good. What am I dusting off? I didn't eat with my hands. What am I dusting? This gets like an 11 out of 10. I feel guilty rating my own baking so high, but this is an incredibly delicious sugar cookie recipe. And the frosting, there is just something magical about this frosting flavor. It is very sweet, but I don't feel like it's overpoweringly sweet. It's almost like the cookies are a little bit on the more plain shortbread side. So I feel like the cookies are more of just a vehicle to shove the frosting in your mouth. I'm choking on sprinkles. All right. Oh my God, the cookies and the frosting were so sweet that now my coffee has no flavor. If you're a person that likes to snack on frosting even, you could whip this up as a little snack so fast. And I feel like frosting also keeps really easily in the fridge and stuff, so you could just eat like little bits of it at a time. You don't have to like eat a whole gallon tub. I feel like this definitely is more of a recipe that's geared to share with friends and family. I am so sorry this kitchen is so loud. I feel like I always want to venture out and film in other rooms, and then anytime I do, I am swiftly reminded as to why I don't. Just always doing that. Always. Now, I must admit, I don't remember the exact flavor of Dunkaroos. I just remember that it filled my child heart with joy every time I ate them and brought them to school or shared them with friends. So I can't like 100% swear on the moon that this is like an exact replication of Dunkaroos cookie and Dunkaroos frosting, but I guarantee you if you try this recipe, if you love sweet stuff, if you love frosting, if you love cookies, kind of if you love anything sweet and dessert like, you will not be disappointed by this recipe. So that's it for me today, you guys. And there's a couple other recipes that I would like to try, and I'm gonna look up and see if I can find recipes. One I think that I could do, and one I think would be impossible. But let me know if you guys would like to see more episodes of like Bunny's 90s snack kitchen creations. The thing that I'd like to try and make is Fruitopia. Do you guys remember Fruitopia? Canada, it's probably still in Canada. Does Canada still have Fruitopia? Do I need to move to Canada? I could never survive the winter there, so never mind. You guys get the Fruitopia. But I would like to try and find a recipe for Fruitopia because I always remember when we had like snack time. This happened for everybody, but like when I went to school, when I was a young child, we kind of had like sit, snack, nap time. But like when we were older, like I want to say this was going on in 5th grade. Looking back at this is kind of odd. Like why are we having snack and nap time in the 5th grade? I feel like you're old in the 5th grade. Like you're already an adult. You gotta be filing taxes when you're in the 5th grade. So why do you still have snack time? Anyway, Fruitopia, I'd love to make it. And then the other thing that I think would be impossible to try and recreate, but I'd like to try, would be Orbits. Do you guys remember that drink? I don't even know what was in that drink, but it was a bottle of like, was it water? Or was it like a fruit flavored drink? Either way, it was clear and it had little balls floating inside of it. And I remember there was like different flavors, and it was like it was an expensive drink to me in the 90s because it was like 99 cents. And if you spent 99 cents in the 90s and then you didn't like it, you just blew like your whole snack budget for the week. Orbits. Can we make it? I don't know. Also, if there's another snack that I'm not even thinking of, what are some other like famous 90s snacks that don't exist anymore? Leave me some inspiration down below. But thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching. Thank you guys for having Swamp Family snack time with me. Wherever you are today, I hope you guys are relaxing. I hope y'all are happy. I feel like I've been doing this motion all of the video, so when I go back and edit it, I'm gonna regret this later, but right now it feels pretty good. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, give an alligator its wings. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all very soon. Bye!